Everybody's different.
Avalon
Rising.
Gwyn, in post-mythical times, was regarded as a monarch of the Welsh fairies of Tylwyth Teg, and chief of the Elilon, a band of puckish elves, not unlike brownies or goblins. He was usually described as being accompanied by an owl, probably to indicate the nocturnal character of his revels and adventures.
You stand on the bank of a swiftly flowing river. A thin, piercing rain is beginning to fall, and it is getting chilly. You are about to turn from the bank when you see a long, narrow boat coming down the river. The boat is made of green wood. Lying in it is a woman, asleep or dead. You cannot tell. As it comes towards you at the bend of the bank, you are able to jump on board. The lady of the lake stood in the prow of the boat, breathing deeply, summoning her strength for the magical act she was about to perform. She stood still, rigid, locked into the tension of magic, then stretched out her arms, extending them full length, raising them high above her head, palms toward the sky. Then, with a swiftly exhaled breath, she brought them down, and with them fell the mists, so that the site of the church was wiped out, and the shores of the Isle of the Priests, and even the Tor. The boat began to glide through the mists, swiftly and surely, for there were no other boats on this lake. Then, like a curtain being pulled back, the mist vanished, and before them lay a sunlit stretch of water and a green shore. The Tor was there, and atop the Tor stood a circle of standing stones, brilliant in the sunlight. Toward it led the great processional way, winding upward in a spiral around the immense hill. And at the foot of the Tor lay the buildings where the priests were housed, and on the slope they could see the sacred well and the silver flash of the mirror pool below. Along the shore were groves of apple trees, and beyond them great oaks with the golden shoots of mistletoe clinging to their branches in midair. She was never to forget that first sight of Avalon in the sunset.
Across the silent stream, where the slumber shadows go, from the dim blue hills of dream, I have heard the west wind blow. Who hath seen that fragrant land? Who hath seen the unscanned west? Only the listless hand and the unpulsing breast. But when the west wind blows, I see moon lances gleam, where the host of fairy flows athwart the hills of dreams. And a strange song I have heard by shadowy stream, and the singing of a snow-white bird on the hills of dream.
3 gifts to help you maintain your guardianship there.
The black raven's feather will aid you in the battle. The red apple will give you strength and the power to shapeshift. The white crystal will be your talisman and the touchstone when all around you seems hopeless. For even the darkest danger may be transformed by the skillful walker of the path.
It was the small magics which came hardest, forcing the mind first to walk in unaccustomed paths, to call the fire and raise it at command, to call the mist to bring rain. All these are simple, but to know when to bring rain or mist and when to leave it in the hands of the gods, that is not so simple. And the mists parted, and I saw before me the same sunlit shore where the lady had brought me years before. And I set my feet on the solid earth of home, and I wept, as I had done when I first came. And when the mist closed around me, I wandered long on the shores of the alien lake, hearing only the bells and the doleful chanting of the monks. And at last I broke through the mist and called upon her, my feet upon the earth and my head among the stars, stretching from horizon to horizon, and I cried aloud the great word of power.
I call for
Sweet moon, new moon of darkness,
Isis starting
you receive the darkness dreams.
I ask
Particle of
you to
existence.
shine the light down into
Knows the
me,
mystery.
filling me with thy
We
power.
receive that and dance with you.
The power of the great
You
light.
call for me.
I
am
come, I call down
The
the
goddess
name calls, Astarte,
Bridget.
Hecate,
Riding isles call me.
fill me.
It is time for you to journey into my land and breathe the mist. Come. Come into my isles. Drink of my waters. Come unto my springs. Come. I will guide and support your journey. I will bless every footstep you take. Come, for it is time to taste the dew on the rose petals. The veils are thin.
The mists recede.
The lady calls by tower, by reed.
The tor, the scrying bowls, the standing stones.
Reach back,
Reach forward.
let truth be known. I am Bridie, Isles of Four.
Wild maiden, white swan,
Nurturing mother, ancient crone.
sacred whore.
My body temple lays upon the landscape.
My breath is your air.
Your destinies, my children,
Are the strands of my hair.
ride on my swan's back, southwest to the sea.
Bring with you your chalice
And fill its cup with me.
Fairies, wake up. So what are these mists hiding anyway? Are they some kind of gateway?
Yes, actually they are a gateway. They serve as a gateway between the lands of Glastonbury and the beauty of Avalon.
Why would Avalon be hiding them?
It's a very good question. It didn't always used to need to be hidden. There was a time where Avalon was free to exist in the land of humans, fairies. But as the patriarchy grew, as male domination, swords, and metal and fighting started to spread across the land, and with it came Christianity. And in that doctrine, it had no space for the priestess and for the goddess. Did not want to merge, did not want to have a balance of masculine and feminine. And so Avalon was in danger of being at the hand of the blade. And so what happened was the queen of the Fae came unto the priestesses of Avalon, and she made them an offer and said that she would be willing to create a space halfway between the land of men, halfway between the land of men and the land of faerie, where they could come and go in between each land freely, and they would be safe. So they accepted, and it is the mists that keep the eyes that do not see, that are educated in the ways of fae. These mists won't let those eyes fall out of them.
So many of these ways have seeped into our traditions, like the bridal veil. The mists are like the veils between the worlds. And bridal, bridey, Bridget, Bridie's aisles. The bridal veil, when she walks down the aisle to go to the altar, to go to that altered space, to reach that place to meet her groom. Who is her groom? Her groom is the one who caretakes her vehicle, her white horse, that she goes down into the underworld. And so when she wears her bridal veil, and that bridal veil is lifted, standing at the altar to receive her groom, is all of this comes way back from the mists and that separation of the inner and the outer world.
It's really beautiful, too, being there in Glastonbury, that the mists are a very real part of the experience there and of the landscape, and waking up in the early mornings and seeing the levels covered in these mists, and how magical. I experience them as being almost like a beckoning, like come into the mists. And it occurred to me over time, being with them, that it really is a veil of consciousness. The experience of, yes, I'm in Glastonbury, but suddenly something shifts and boom, I'm in Avalon. It's like that veil the mists get parted, so I get to see the magic and hear the goddess speaking to me. And sometimes I notice the mountain here, that there's like a cloud that sits around the base of the mountain, and it makes me think of those mists and that magic of being in that other state of consciousness.
It's like going to Castle Lake or Heart Lake. That similar feeling. You could be at Castle Lake and you can see the Lady of the Lake just coming out with her sword. So present here. There's such a link. Along with our red and white spring here that is at the Stuart Mineral Springs. Like, where did that come from? That we have a red and white spring here as well. The white spring flows prolifically here at Stuart Mineral Springs, where it's the red that flows so strongly there, and then vice versa. And so there's this balance going on with the way that the springs are flowing, also with the masculine and the feminine. The red being the essence of the divine feminine, and the white, the seed of the divine male.
It's beautiful, the similarities of the magics and also the difference of the magics between here and there. Like, I experienced that a lot of the magic of Glastonbury and Avalon is about heart. It's about opening our hearts and moving through our hearts and deepening our hearts. I had an experience when I was there, a vision that was shown to me, and I would love to get to play with that and enact it right now with you all if you'd be willing to play with me.
Can we play? Can we play?
Let's see, I need a prop. So, will you hold this candle as a representation of our kundalini, our sexual fire? Yep.
Dimensional vehicle, take us to Glastonbury.
Yes. So in my first days being in Glastonbury, I went to a priestess of Avalon for a massage. And it was really an amazing, beautiful, wonderful experience that set me on the track, the path of my journey there. And during that massage, I was shown this vision of standing with a green crystal that represents my heart crystal, and this white veil draped over it that as my week and a half there progressed became in the vision a swan feather or swan wing that eventually moved aside to fully reveal the heart crystal. And so I visited the Lady Chapel, and I wrote this as an ode to the well of the heart. She of beauty, she reaches me here, she teaches me here. The truth of our beauty lies not in the burning fire of our sexuality, although that too holds great beauty. The truth of our beauty lies in the deep well of our hearts and in how we give that in all that we do. Through centuries of human suffering, we have lost our way to the well. We built walls of stone round our hearts, locked them behind iron gates in the darkness, and walked away saying, "This hurts too much. I can't take anymore." And the well lay still, silently waiting. How do we find our way back to the well? How will we take down the stone walls, unlock the iron gates, and shine light onto the darkened well again? Will we be brave enough to stand in the sunshine of our own soul and turn around to look at the walls that we built around the well? Are we as humans ready yet to allow the mystery to part the veils so that we may see that those stones around the well are of the earth herself, made of earth, crumbling back to earth? In every moment that the sun shines on them, they are crumbling back to the mother, back to earth. And as the walls come down, the waters from the depths of the well bubble up to give life again. The waters from the depths of the well bubble up to give life again. The truth of our beauty lies in the deep well of our hearts and in how we give that in all that we do. Blessed be.
I come here to you today, sacred well, sacred chalice well. At the end of this journey in Glastonbury, and all the gifts that you have given me here. And I'm so grateful for these waters and how they have flowed through me and poured through me and washed me, cleansing and clearing away, opening my heart. And I come to you now to complete this journey and complete this ceremony. I come to the Vesica Piscis, the meeting of heaven and earth, and I claim myself as a vessel of heaven and earth. That those two things meet in me through my heart. And I thank you, Goddess, for every bit of what you've shown me here and how you've helped me grow. And I ask that you use me as a vessel to take that out into the world. And today I claim myself in the name you have bestowed upon me. I am Dionysia La Fée. Hear about Elle.
Woo! Sorry. Where were you? Know that in-between place that we visit so often here?
Oh yes, like all day, every day since I've been here.
Yeah. What are you do? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to the White Spring and get some water. I've been to the Red Spring a couple times already, but I haven't been to the White yet.
Perfect timing. Oh my gosh, at this time, what are we at dusk right now? That is the perfect timing for the guardians, I call them the gargoyles, the lost knights too.
What do you mean the Lost Knights?
Yeah, these guys that hang out that like
Priestess is approaching. Priestess is approaching.
Exactly.
All be warned. You've seen your kind around here before.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, the old.
Dear priestess is always welcome. The temple is yours, as you know.
Oh, yeah. So let's go there.
We're honored by your company, should we say.
White Spring of Gwyneth Myth. Portal to inside the tour, where the crystal caves are. The water runs through and then comes forth here. Last and buried, glass, stone, buried. Right there is the entrance. We used to be able to go inside, but erosion and some twisting of fates have made it close.
I imagine we still can go inside.
I agree. Last time I came, there's in this book there was a really beautiful poem for Gwyneth. Let's read it. It's a great way to open that portal. Inside this cave, stone walls and all, we feel your presence. Gwyn, hear our call.
Grand, father wise, most handsome too. Bring out your hounds and guard what's true.
We feel the family of the Fae. We sense the other side. We know your magic essence. Portal gateway, open wide.
We see ourselves in elven form. Which? Dragon's blood. Sacred white spring water. Landscape goddess mud.
Glass stone is buried behind this portal wall. Avalon now rising, White Spring watchers fall.
Thank you for your guidance, your strength, and your protection. The light within the darkness, and the sole purpose of reflection.
Priestess is always welcome. Always welcome.
Morning dew of rose petals, the red and the white spring. The rain catch on the altar at Stonehenge, 'tis these waters I, 'tis these waters I. The mists of Avalon on the shore, the waters of ancient bath. The dew on the grass of the labyrinth, the goddess reveals my path. The goddess reveals my path. The raindroplets of Avery sky dancers 10,000 springs. The waters on a cross circle. The harpist plucks my strings. The harpist plucks my strings. My tears of sadness are leaving. My tears joy with the faith. Yes, you may enter upon my body this water may. Upon my body, this water lay. Upon my body, this water lay. Of the white and the red springs. We have water blessed from Glastonbury to anoint you with, mixed with headwaters water. If you'd like to come and receive your blessing, and then as you receive it, if you could hold hands in a circle and hold space.
Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are here. Avalon Rising. Gateway clear. Souls united. We are
inner to the outer. So, now that we've arrived, we can all sit in whatever fashion we'd like for discussion, questions, and answers, and further verbal exploration of this journey and bridging.
These three pillows.
Oh, good.
You want to pull your chairs closer? You're more than welcome to. You can create chaos in the seating. Whatever you like.
No, I was just thinking.
Can we open up the circle a little bit? We have people added. You're fine, actually. It's just rocking it out.
Okay, lovely children. We're not quite there yet. Zephyr. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, right.
Perhaps we could take a moment and just quickly share our names in one word that you like right now.
The word that I like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My name's Joanna, and beautiful.
My name is Julie, and rebirthing.
Michael. And unconditional love.
What's your name? Zephyr. Got a word?
Zephyr.
Zephyr Wolf. Okay. Awesome.
Roy, oneness.
Sequoia Sparkles. Amelia is joy. Shasta and fantastic.
Anna, peaceful.
John, love and Bella.
Caroline, appreciation. Beautiful flower of the sun. Clara, wholeness.
Dionysia.
Gratitude. Grail. Prolific alignment. And ninth grade.
It's going to give me time to think what my word is.
Start making electromagnetic phenomena coming off the sun and around the world. And it gets moved back here and gets collected.
Avalon
Rising.
All myths and sagas are like a shimmering veil of many colors, stirred now and then by the wind of our desires. But still hiding from most of us that council of the wise, seated at the round table of the stars, who once painted on the moving veil the bright pictures of fairy tale and myth with the breath of their immortal words. But between us and them lies the gulf of our arrogance and the mists of our disbelief.
You stand on the bank of swiftly flowing water. A thin, piercing rain is beginning to fall and it gets chilly. You are about to turn from the bank when you see a long, narrow boat coming down the river. The boat is made of green wood. Lying in it is a woman, asleep or dead. You cannot tell. As it comes towards you at the bend of the bank, you are able to jump on board.
The Lady of the Lake stood still, rigid, locked into the tension of magic. Then stretched out her arms, extending them full length, raising them high above her head, palms toward the sky. Then, with a swiftly exhaled breath, she brought them down, and with them fell the mists, so that the side of the church was wiped out, and the shores of the Isle of the Priests, and even the Tor. The boat glided through thick, impenetrable fog, dark as night around them. The boat began to glide through the mists swiftly and surely, for there were no other boats on this lake. Then, like a curtain being pulled back, the mist vanished, and before them lay a sunlit stretch of water and a green shore. The Tor was there, but atop the Tor stood a circle of standing stones, brilliant in the sunlight. Toward it led the great processional way, winding upward in a spiral around the immense hill. At the foot of the Tor lay the buildings where the priests were housed, and on the slope she could see the sacred well and the silver flash of the mirror pool below. Along the shore were groves of apple trees, and beyond them great oaks with the golden shoots of mistletoe clinging to their branches in midair. She was never to forget that first sight of Avalon in the sunset.
Across the silent stream, where the slumber shadows go, from the dim blue hills of dream, I have heard the west wind blow. Who hath seen that fragrant land? Who hath seen that unscanned west? Only the listless hand and the unpulsing breast. But when the west wind blows, I see moonlances gleam, where the host of fairy flows athwart the hills of dream. And a strange song I have heard by shadowy stream, and the singing of a snow-white bird on the hills of dream.
She taps you with her wand, and you fade from Avalon and return to the place where you sit right now. But you have the 3 gifts to help you maintain the guardianship of the land. The black raven's feather will aid you in the battle. The red apple will give you strength and the power to shape shift. The white crystal will be your talisman and touchstone when all around you seems hopeless. For even the darkest danger may be transformed by the skillful walker of the path.
To call the fire and raise it at command. To call the mists to bring rain. All these are simple. But to know when to bring rain or mist and when to leave it in the hands of the gods, that is not so simple. And when the mists close around us, we wander long on the shores of the alien lake, hearing only the bells and the doleful chanting of the monks. And at last we break through the mists and call upon her, our feet upon the earth and our head among the stars, stretching from horizon to horizon and crying aloud the great word of power.
I call forth,
Sweet sister moon,
Isis,
we come to dance before you tonight, stirring the elixir of your reflected sunlight into the veins of our bodies, branching through this great network of our heart. May our blood reflect your dedication, reflecting the sun.
Come back unto my eyes. Bright I am the goddess you call for, and I will guide your journey. Come. Come. Come and breathe my breath. Embody me fully. Come to my well. Come. Come unto my land and let your feet dance upon the green grasses of the Lord. Come. Come and taste my dew on rose petals.
The veils are thin, the mists recede. The lady calls by tower, by reed. The tor, the scribbles, the standing stones. Reach back, reach forward, let truth be known. I am Bridie, Isles of Four. Wild maiden, white swan, nurturing mother, ancient crone, sacred horde. My body temple lays upon the landscape. My breath is your air. Your destinies, my children, are the strands of my hair. Ride on my swan's back, southwest to the sea. Bring with you your chalice and fill its cup with me.
fairies. Wake up. What are these mists anyways? It's like a veil to keep something hidden.
Yeah, they're veils. They're veils and kind of like a gate.
To what?
Why would we need a gate? Why can't we just travel? Well, we actually used to be able to go there whenever we'd like. But with war and domination of the patriarchal system, those who honored the great goddess in the land, who wished not to fight, were given a choice by the Fairy Queen. And in her grace, the Fairy Queen offered the priestesses of Avalon the opportunity to live halfway between the world of men and halfway between the land of fairy. So as we journey on the boat to Avalon, at first we see the Christian church. But then, as we lift our arms up and call to the great power inside of us, and the veil is lifted, and Avalon is there, the standing stones, and beauty. And it's safe there. But it's important that we keep it alive. If not, it might completely slip into the land of fairy.
It's very interesting being in Avalon, in Glastonbury, to see that the mists are a very real part of the experience there. How they come in the nighttime and they cover the levels, and you wake up to the sunrise and this misty landscape everywhere you look, and it's very much like veils, like you could walk through it, and you do.
Avalon, a veil on. A bridal veil. When you get married, you wear a bridal veil. It's bride's veil between the worlds.
Yeah, it's interesting that between the worlds thing, because that's very real. Also being in Avalon, that one can, it's almost like the veils represent a place between levels of consciousness, and they make a gateway that you can slip through consciousness. So you can be walking along the street of Glastonbury and be in Glastonbury, and there's a storefront and this thing and that thing, and then suddenly the veils have parted and you're in Avalon, and the goddess's voice is speaking so loudly in your head that you couldn't possibly not hear it, and telling you where to go for the next magical opening that you're about to walk through. So it's like shifting consciousness constantly. Like in my experience being there all day, every day. It's really beautiful.
It's kind of like the power spot of Shasta and Glastonbury and Avalon. A lot of us have those experiences here, and like people journey to Mount Shasta. Yeah, different chakras.
And I just found out yesterday at the museum, the fish hatchery for the Italian celebration, that in 1947 there was actually an ancient order of druids of Mount Shasta. The Italians were a part of.
Italian druids.
That's funny.
A whole other place of consciousness.
Yeah.
So family, I have something that was a part of my experience there that I would love to share, and the way that it came to me when I was there was as a vision, and I would love to create it as an enactment of that vision now if you're all available. able to play with you that way.
Sounds great. Yeah.
So let's pass it here. And I need a prompt.
Goodbye, mists.
I wonder if you would hold this candle for me and it be the fire that represents our kundalini, our sexual energy.
This good spot here.
Yes, good. So, in my first couple of days being in Avalon, I received a massage from a priestess at Avalon, and during that massage, I was shown a vision of my sacred heart crystal, and it appeared to me like this. And I saw it at my heart chakra, covered slightly by this white veil that during my time there over the week and a half that I was still there emerged as a swan wing. And that swan wing opened to reveal the fullness of my heart chakra. And I was visiting the ladies' chapel one afternoon and wrote this ode to the well, the heart well, in relation to my heart chakra experience there. To the well. She of beauty, she reaches me here, she teaches me here. The truth of our beauty lies not in the burning fire of our sexuality, although that too holds great beauty. The truth of our beauty lies in the deep well of our hearts, and in how we give that in all that we do. Through centuries of human suffering, we have lost our way to the well. We built walls of stone round our hearts, locked them behind iron gates in the darkness, and walked away saying, "This hurts too much. I can't take it anymore." And the well lay still, silently waiting. How do we find our way back to the well? How will we take down the stone walls, unlock the iron gates, and shine light onto the darkened well again? Will we be brave enough to stand in the sunshine of our own soul and turn around to look at the walls that we built around the well? Are we, as humans, ready yet to allow the mystery to part the veils so that we may see that those stones around the well are of the earth herself, made of earth, crumbling back to earth? In every moment that the sun shines on them, they are crumbling back to the mother, back to earth. And as the walls come down, the waters from the depths of the well bubble up to give life again. The waters from the depths of our heart wells bubble up to give life again. The truth of our beauty lies in the deep well of our hearts and in how we give that in all that we do. Blessed be.
Oh.
I come to you, chalice well, blood of the mother, red spring. And I come to complete this journey here in Avalon and fully claim all that you've gifted me here. I thank you, Lady, for how you've shown your presence to me. And as I stand here in these waters, I receive with deep gratitude all you've shown me about myself here. Thank you, Lady. I now claim myself. I am Dionysia LaFay. Hey, Rael. Ooh, where were you? Sorry.
You know, that place that Avalon takes you.
I know. Every day, all day, since I've been here.
Where are you going to find to?
White Spring. I haven't been there yet. Been to Charlesville a couple times, but feeling the White Spring today. I go?
Perfect time to go right now. Twilight is just classic there because it's like where all the lost knights, shall we say, hang out. You know, there's nothing to be afraid of because they're kind of like the gargoyles.
What do you mean the lost nights?
They're these guys that they remember, but they don't know where to place themselves. They just don't know where to be in the mundane, in the muggle world, and so they hang out in front of the White Spring and kind of protect.
Priestesses have arrived. Right this way, dear ladies. How eagerly we wait for company as yourself.
Thank you.
Come grace us with your presence. Priestess is always welcome this way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Their sisters are inside, and it's perfect. It's very precious. And there's this altar too connecting inside where there's a portal, and it's where the tunnel was, where you could actually used to be able to get inside the tour. You could go, but you can't anymore because of erosion and everything. But it's like there's all these altars inside and water going in. It's just perfect.
I have a feeling we still can't go through that portal. Like this.
Oh wait.
Great if you have your thoughts made. Yes. Sorry, you. The crystals inside the tour. Sometimes they have incantations in this book. Last year when I came, they did. Different people write stuff, and oh, this is the one that I love. Inside this cave, stone walls and all, we feel your presence. Gwyn, hear our call.
Grandfather wise, most handsome too. Bring out your hounds and guard what's true.
We feel the family of the Fae. We sense the other side. We know your magic essence. Portal gateway, open wide.
We see ourselves in elven form. Switch, witch, dragon's blood, sacred white spring water, landscape goddess mud.
Glass stone is buried behind this portal wall. Avalon now rising, white spring waters fall.
Thank you for your guidance, your strength, and your protection. The light within the darkness, and the soul power of reflection.
Just stay here. You go over to the right, but I know there's family that needs to sit both places. Thank you for being a visionary.
This of Avalon on toward ancient path. The dew on the grass of the labyrinth the goddess of raindrops of a breeze, sky dances to thousand springs. The waters of a crop circle the harvest, plucks my strings, the harvest plucks my strings, my tears of sadness leaving, my joy with the faith. Yes, you may enter, upon my body is water, upon my body is water. On my body, this water rains.
I would like to invite all of you to come and receive blessing, the magic, and the anointing of the white and the red spring. After you come and receive your blessing, if you could make a circle, holding hands. united, we are here. Avalon Rising, gateway clear. Souls united, we are here. Avalon Rising, gateway clear. Souls united, we are here. Avalon Rising, gateway clear. Souls united, we are here. To Avalon Rising inside of us, spreading magic and synchronistic experiences with everybody together. So mote it be.
We would love to open up the space for kind of a question and answer share time where any of you have any questions or wonderments about our experiences in Avalon or anything we might share with you about the place itself. That this is a time that we would be happy to share that with you, and also maybe our vision for Will joining us and hopefully us being there this year, this conference coming this summer. What that looks like for us. I'm sorry?
We are the
Rael and Will and I will be traveling to Los Angeles this summer.
We'll be bringing a performance piece to the Goddess Conference, the annual Goddess Conference in Boston.
Oh my
Third year,
Yeah.
second year, first year.
And who's zero? Somebody else will come there.
Oh, yeah.
You volunteering?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've completely renovated the White Springs, so then it's going to be a first time for all of us to go to the new White Spring, because this whole winter they've worked on renovating it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So how have you free experience the way that you actually like it there? Can you say anything more about for me it feels like a manifestation as well, but with the sword, with clarity and power. And that aspect. Strength and power, clarity.
I think with you.
Yeah. Me too. To create comfort if needed.
I think Dionisia could answer that heart question, and then I'll expand on it.
Expand on
So bring furniture.
All the back jacks are available.
Door pillows.
Fuck. Did we get you? Give me some. Give me. Good. Okay.
To speak
Started playing